Grab a beer and pull up a chair. Welcome to the Northwoods Beer Guy Podcast. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Northwoods Beer Guy Podcast. This is Mike, the Northwoods Beer Guy. And today we are kind of on a special edition of the podcast for a couple reasons. One, we're getting about as far south from the Northwoods as we've ever been.
Hey, that's true.
That is true, yes. We are actually on the Carnival Magic, and we made it our mission to see if we can try every craft beer that they have on the ship. So I needed to recruit a couple of very special people to help me with this endeavor. So today we have joining us the two original gangsters that got me into craft beer all those years ago. So you guys are the two that I have to blame for this. So we have Bob.
Hello. I like beer.
That is good to know. And we have Ron.
Hello.
Hi, guys. So how's everything going?
So far, so good.
Good,
Yes.
good.
In the middle of the Caribbean Sea, and we're going to drink beer. What could be better?
Exactly. Don't have to work, and we're drinking beer on the ship. That's
Don't
kind of nice.
have to drive the ship?
No.
Don't have to do nothing?
Well, tonight, later, but
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I think we should be sober by then.
Yeah, sober enough.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
What are you going to run into?
Yeah, there's no icebergs, I don't think. So, anyway, we're going to do a couple of different things. One, like I said, the one podcast here, we're going to try and taste as many of the craft beers on the ship. Just kind of give our review of them, our thoughts. Some are some big names, and some of the viewers or listeners haven't probably heard of before. And then we're hoping, I did some research, and there are some craft breweries on a couple of the islands that we're going to. So hopefully, if it works out, maybe we can stop at one and try that. I think that'd be kind of fun. So
Yeah.
all right. So the first ones that we started with, Bob, you got the first one. So why don't you fill us in on what it is?
All right. This is a Sierra Nevada Hazy Little Thing IPA. 6.7% alcohol. And the bonus is it comes in 19.2 fluid ounce cans. It's a big can.
Nice.
Everybody
All
likes
right.
big cans.
So we got a hazy IPA.
It's not hazy, it's hairy.
No,
Hairy little thing.
That's a different beer.
Oh, that's
This
right.
one is hazy.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The sun.
I misspoke.
yeah. All right. Well, it definitely looks like a hazy IPA.
It does. It is
Smells
hazy.
IPA-ish.
Smells good. Tastes good too. I think it's good.
Oh, wow.
I like
Does it say what the IBUs is on the can
I
anywhere?
didn't see that.
No, I don't see it. That's actually pretty good.
It's not very high on IBU.
No, I say it
It's not
smells way hoppier than it tastes.
Yeah, that's good. It's kind of fruity a little bit there.
Yeah, a little bit of fruit. So we got these up on the Serenity deck. So
We are serene.
we are serene, except for Ron. He's like he's questioning things.
Are you serene, Ron?
Well, this is supposed to be the nude deck, and I don't see a damn thing.
Besides you, I know it's good.
Yeah.
Besides me.
I'm not.
I got undressed for the occasion.
We didn't want to say anything, but we are feeling a little out of place right now. Don't look down. Don't look down, Bob. Just stare straight ahead. Now, we've had a number of other Sierra Nevada. We have another one yet today, but we've had a number of Sierra Nevada beers before.
Yeah, they make good beer.
Yeah.
They make good beer.
And Ron, didn't you say you were in Asheville? Didn't they have a brewery or headquarters or something in Asheville or whatever?
This brew.
Yeah.
Sierra Nevada has a very big brewery in Asheville.
In Asheville, North Carolina,
Huh.
yeah.
And they have concerts there outside. They have food, excellent food. It's a huge complex.
Okay.
Really?
Big money.
No, I can't.
And there's several other breweries that are going to be along the river there. Can't remember the name of the river, but the intent is when they get all the breweries built along this river, then you can go tubing from one brewery to the next.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Pretty wild.
Yeah.
It's going to be really cool.
Yeah, you can.
That is
Anybody
wild,
can
yeah.
drive an inner tube.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you'd think.
You'd think.
You'd
Well, I
think.
guess you have to be
The
determined.
farther down the line, then the po-po starts showing up in inner tubes,
Yeah.
looking for drunk tubers.
Uh,
So, Bob, since this is your
My pick.
first podcast,
yes.
what kind of, I'm sure you remember how we score. You've
Yeah.
been at all the beer
I'd,
tastings, 0 to 5. But on this, you can go by 1/10 of a point. Give us your thoughts on it and what you'd give it for a score.
I like it. Maybe it's because it's the first one of the day, but I'd give it a solid 3.5. I like it.
Okay.
I like
Nice.
IPAs. This is good. I like it. It's not-
Ron, what do you
it
think?
doesn't offend me.
Well, I'm not a huge IPA fan, but this is a good beer, good drinkable beer. I'll go 4.5.
4.5.
Wow, 4.5.
Wow.
Good for you.
Nice.
As far as IPAs go, this is pretty good.
I'll say what I think. You can definitely tell it's hazy. Kind of knocks that hop bitterness down.
Right.
You know, it's not as strong. It doesn't hang around and linger on you. So yeah, I like it. I think it's probably like a 3.3, 3.4, right in that ballpark. We've definitely had a lot worse.
Yes,
you know?
true.
So yeah, I think Sierra Nevada did a good job on that one.
Yeah, way to go, Sierra Nevada.
Yeah. So the next one we have is again by Sierra Nevada, and this is their pale ale, and it's handcrafted, 1 pint. Do they have any? They really have no other information on the can.
Well, I think my
guess.
hazy IPA, hazy little thing won because it's 19.2 ounces.
Yeah, and this one is 16.
It's only 16.
Wow, you got an extra 3.2 ounces.
Yeah, what a deal.
So here, let's see what this one. Gotta let that sit for a little bit. Didn't
Yeah.
pour that one very well.
Looks good. Pours nice. Mike got a lot of foam.
Yeah, it's okay.
Mike got a lot of head there.
Well, you know,
Like you don't want a
Boy.
flat. You don't want a flat beer.
no, it smells good.
Yeah. What is this? It's a pale ale.
Yeah. I thought it was gonna, the color-wise, you could definitely tell the difference between the first two.
Oh yeah.
You know, that first one definitely looked like a hazy, and this looks like your normal IPA.
Yeah, kind of a dark amber almost. you know?
Almost, yeah. And as you can see on my glass, the head is pretty much white.
It is. Well, this says canned conditioned pale ale. I wonder what that means. They made it specifically for the can.
Yeah, they
I
stuck it in a
suppose.
can and said, "Hey,
So it
it'll
doesn't
condition
taste.
itself."
So it doesn't taste like a nickel
See, there you go. Like sucking on a penny.
or a penny.
It's not. That's not like over the top hoppy either.
No,
Oh, Ron's looking for the look at the can.
no, I think it's all right. It's
Yeah.
not as much there as the hazy
No,
little thing.
I think you're right, Bob. I think the hazy little thing had more flavor to it.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe that just ruined us, ruined our
We
palate.
started with
With the strong one, yeah.
Yeah.
Should have started with the weaker one first. But yeah, it's all right. I mean, it's just fine. We'll taste it again here.
Ron, thoughts?
Well, this one has a little bit more of a little bite to it, but it's still smooth.
Yeah, real smooth.
Drinkable. I like it.
Yeah, I just think between the two, I think if I had to choose between them, I'd take the hazy little thing
Right.
first.
Yeah.
I think that had a better flavor to
Yeah,
it.
I think so too. But this is fine.
This
I mean,
is-
you know,
yeah, this
I wouldn't
is-
turn it down.
No, if this is all they had, I'd
Yeah, if
drink
it was free, what the heck?
Well, yeah, exactly.
No.
Even better.
I'd even pay for it. It's good. It was good beer.
Yeah.
Nice looking can.
Got the river on it, but I can't remember the name of it.
So, Ron, what do you give us your thoughts and score on this one? You'll start it.
I'll give it a 3. Like I said, it's got a little bit of a bite to it, but it's drinkable. I like it.
Okay.
Good beer.
Bob, what do you think?
Oh, I'll give it a 2.5. You know, I mean, it's just middle of the road. It's fine. It doesn't nothing wrong with it. It doesn't really stick out as a real strong flavored beer. But 2.5, you know,
Yep.
it's fine.
I agree 100% with you. I was going to say 2.5. I think it's kind of average for a pale ale.
Yeah.
Nothing really, there's nothing wrong with it, but nothing really stands out.
Right.
And I think between the two, the hazy was definitely the better flavor. But like I said, this one, again, I wouldn't turn it down. You know,
No,
I think
no.
they did a good job on this as well. But like I said, I think this one is just kind of that step down from the hazy.
Right. This is an entry level pale ale.
Really, it kind of is. You know, because you get the flavor, but you don't get a lot of hop,
No.
really. And it's not a super strong anything. So,
I like the name Hazy Little Thing IPA.
yeah.
That's nice. Like crazy little thing. I like the can. Cool
yeah, the can on that one was definitely cool. I mean, the artwork on them they're both pretty cool.
Both of them are nice. Actually.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, hey, we're going to go and track down a couple more, and then we will report back to everybody on those. So stay tuned. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, so we are back, and we have moved inside, and we are at the Red Frog Rum Bar. So once again, I am here with Ron and Bob, and we moved down here because of Serenity. They only really had 2 craft beers. So we came down here, and we actually bought a flight, and we do have 3 of the Carnival branded beers, I guess. One is a Caribbean wheat. One is a beach lager, and then they have an IPA, and we had to pick one other, and so we have Dos Equis because it wasn't Miller Lite or Ultra. So,
Yes. Right.
yeah. So, Bob, you know, like I said earlier, that this is like the original 3 that started doing beer tastings, and
Yeah.
now how it started, if I remember right, was your sister got you a membership, like a 3-month membership to a Beer of the Month club.
Right. Every month I get a bunch of beer in a box, and it'd be like 4 different brands, 3 beers of each
Okay.
from each manufacturer. And I'd generally drink 1 of each, and this was years ago. I don't remember how many years
It was a
ago.
long time ago.
You were just about 5 years old.
A wee lad.
A wee
Yes.
lad.
So we were surprised that his sister got on that.
My older sister.
Yeah, yes, yes.
She could buy beer. And a lot of the beer, it was all new, you know. It's like, oh, who can drink this stuff?
Yeah.
You know, some of it was good. Some of it was had a lot of fruit beer, it seemed like.
I remember the peach beer. Remember Ron got really angry at that peach beer.
You want Ron to get mad, give him a fruit beer.
Yeah, or at least it was one with peach in it.
Fruit used to not belong in beer.
That's true.
I've become a little more accustomed to it.
You're more tolerant now.
More
Yes.
tolerant. I'm older. And
You're prejudiced.
And he looks at it like, hey, if somebody else bought it, it's free to me, so it's okay.
I agree with that.
So I bring some of it. I drink some. I bring some up to the lake and have Ron and Mike drink it with me, and we'd rate it and line them up in the row and as best to worst. And we even used to rate the bottle caps. How nice! How if you put put any effort into the design, you know, some were just black, some were very nice, you know.
You know, and it's kind of funny because some of the guys now, they say the same thing. Oh, we should look at the bottle cap and at the artwork. And we do, but we don't include it in the score.
It would take too long.
Yeah.
Yeah. So many people would be like, we'd be there all day.
Yep, exactly. Well, hey, guys, let's we're looking at these beers. Why don't we let's give them a whirl. So we'll start with the Caribbean wheat.
Wheat.
And it definitely looks like a wheat beer.
I think so mine too.
A little bit of a fog to it.
Yeah, it almost like a little bit lighter color than a hazy IPA.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's kind of that hazy color.
Definitely
to it.
hazy.
Oh, it smells like a wheat beer.
Oh yeah.
That's got that wheat beer smell. Wow, that's not bad.
No, surprising.
That's really kind of refreshing.
It almost tastes like a sour to me that first sip.
Ron is very quiet. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Are you getting angry, Ron?
It's different.
Yeah, that is. It tastes like a wheat beer, but it almost has a fruity.
Yeah.
I wish they had like a write up on these to see what's in it for sure, because it could have some kind of a fruit in a wheat beer, but you don't know.
Yeah, I kind of thought sour, but no, it's more fruit than sour.
Yeah.
I can't tell what. Grapefruit? No, that's sour.
I mean, it's almost a sweeter.
It's almost a citrusy taste.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but it is definitely sweeter than a lot of wheat beers.
Yes.
You know. Well, I guess I can start it off.
Yeah,
I
go
guess
ahead.
like I said, the flavor, I didn't mind it. I thought it was pretty refreshing. Definitely a sweeter. I don't know if I'd want too many of them.
Yeah.
It had a wheat beer flavor, but like I said, there's something kind of overpowering it a little bit. Score, I'm thinking like a 2.7. I would go. I think it's better than average, but again, like I said, I don't think I'd want a whole lot of it.
Right,
in my
right.
opinion.
How about you, Ron? What would you say?
Well, I'm not a huge fan of wheat beer myself, but this isn't too bad. The Mike was right about the sweetness, the fruity kind of taste in it. I don't know what that is either, but I don't know. I'd give it a 2.5. It's drinkable. I mean, it's a well-made beer. Yeah, wasn't bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like it as well as you guys. I'd give it a 2.3. It was okay. It was somewhat refreshing, but it was a little off-putting. Whatever flavor, I didn't know what the flavor was, and it isn't what I expected out of a wheat beer, and I just wouldn't rate it that high.
Yeah, like I said, I wish we had like some kind of a write-up that gave us information on what is in it, so to speak. And now the Carnival beers are beers that they, not on all the ships. So the ship we're on right now does not have a brewery on it, but there are some of the newer ships, the bigger ships that do have a brewery on the ship.
Yeah, right on board.
Right on board. Yep. And I know we've been on a couple of them because we've done. My wife and I have done one to two of them, and did like a tasting, and they did a tour and that kind of thing. And it's pretty cool. I mean, honestly, that they're, they have like a desalination. They get like salt water and they take the salt out of it and all that. And that's what they use when they're brewing. So I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But now, a lot of them I think are brewed mainland and then brought in. So it is brewed for Carnival, but I don't know who does it. So
I'm sure somebody in Florida there probably.
right, I'm sure because they'd be close.
Right.
So, all right. Well, the next. Do we want to do the Dos Equis right now, or should we skip it and go to the next Carnival?
Let's do the Carnival beers.
Okay. So the next one we got is their beach lager.
Yeah,
so
lager.
I'm guessing this is going to be pretty much a normal
Right.
lager. Oop.
Who doesn't like a lager?
Tastes like a lager.
Yep. It's a little bit of flavor. It's golden, yellow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
yellow fizzy beer.
Yellow fizzy beer. It tastes like a lager. Yeah, it's pretty much your standard lager.
Yeah.
I would say I don't think they got any extra flavors in there.
No, I mean you could drink it on a hot day like today. You can drink a few of them.
You could drink a few.
Yeah.
This could be a lawnmower beer.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're done grab one of these. I think it's pretty good that way.
Right.
Like I said, the flavor wise, it's a little bit. It's average, ho hum,
Right.
A little bit for flavor, but yeah, it's not bad.
No, not bad at all. Not outstanding, but
Definitely not terrible.
no, good solid lager.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks nice. Tastes okay. I'd drink it.
Yeah.
Hey, I did.
Wait a minute. So, Ron, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, it's pretty straightforward. No surprises. Quenches the thirst, on a hot day.
No.
And it's hot.
It is hot. It's a hot day. So, yeah, fair beer. 2.7, I would give it.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I agree. I was thinking 2.7. That's I was thinking 2.5, but it's tasty on a day like today. I give it a 2.7, not because it's anything special, but just it was a good solid lager that hit the spot.
Yep, I agree 100% with you guys. That's why I was going to 2.7. It's like I said, it's nothing outstanding. There's not a lot of flavor, but it has the what you would expect from a lager.
Right.
That flavor. It's good beer. Yeah, I'd drink it. So we got one more to go of the Carnival beers. But what do you guys? What are your thoughts on the cruise so far?
On the cruise?
On the cruise, yeah.
Oh, great. Oh, it's been fun. Nice cruise.
A little warm.
Yes, sunny, warm. But that's what you want in the Caribbean. That's why we left Minnesota.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
That's why we're here.
Yeah. And like I said, we're in the Red Frog Rum Bar, and it's a little noisier in here.
Right.
But yeah, it's a cool place to hang out. It's they got sports on. We were just discussing how one time we were here and we watched cricket.
Yeah, for hours.
We were in here for like an hour or two, and the other team never got up, and we couldn't figure out the rules, and then we left. So
I came back later and they were still playing.
yeah, it's just crazy. I don't get it. Well, whatever.
Was that same game?
Yeah. Yeah.
It took them 4 days to play.
I don't know.
The same team was up to, I don't know if they call it bat or whatever.
I don't know either.
But the same team was up, and at that point it was like 60-something to nothing because the other team hadn't even gotten up yet. And it was just the weirdest thing.
Should have Googled the rules.
I
didn't do it. Yeah. Didn't have any service.
Yeah. All right, well, so we got their IPA. Let's try it.
All right.
We were down to their IPA.
Let's see.
And now the Red Frog Rum Bar does have they have another brand as well, and it's the Parched Pig. So we're gonna grab a glass of those two, and we'll try them here as well.
And that's a Carnival beer also.
I don't know for sure. It could be. I'll figure that out. It could be because I know they have 4 total. They have 2 here in the Red Frog Rum Bar. So we'll try those, and then we're going to track down the other ones. And they do have some other. I know they used to have a stout, and they had some other stuff in cans from other companies. So we're going to see if we can track some more down in the next 5 days, 6 days, whatever we got left. So we will continue to try and find them. So, all right. So now we're on to the Carnival IPA.
Excuse me.
Smells like an IPA.
Yeah.
Boy, I guess I hate to say it, but compared to the 2 Sierra Nevada ones, I think this one is third among the 3 IPAs we've had.
Yeah, I think so.
It definitely has more of a bitter finish to it that kind of hangs on a little bit. My opinion.
Mine too. I really like that Sierra Nevada hazy little IPA. Yeah. This is just kind of hangs in there. I mean, I took a sip.
Ron has a kind of a pained look on his face.
Are you okay, Ron?
Well, this was a little bit offensive to my taste buds.
Okay.
Just let me sit here and recover for a minute.
Good luck.
Okay, we'll talk amongst ourselves, Bob. So
let's talk amongst yourselves. Well, man, you drink some more though. You got
like
some
I
more
said,
now.
it definitely is a stronger flavor, but it's not the taste is not the whole taste. It's just the end is really
It doesn't have a whole lot of flavor. It just has bitter. I mean, I like IPAs. I'm an IPA guy, basically.
It's on the finish. After you swallow, it's got that bitter, and it's just like
it just hangs in there.
Yeah.
So you're getting it at the end, and I'm getting it at the front.
You're getting it at the front. Okay.
So one of us is turned around.
Oh, wait a minute.
You're facing the back of the ship.
I'll turn around and see
You're
it.
facing the front.
Yeah, you're looking the wrong way. But it definitely has a bitterness to it.
It doesn't have much flavor, just bitter, I
Oh,
think.
that is surprising.
I'm usually IPAs, you get some fruit or...
It's kind of
something.
interesting to compare this to the Sierra Nevadas because there's definitely a difference between those.
Yeah.
Because those ones you can drink. This one is, you really have to like IPAs to drink. I mean, would I drink a glass of it? Yeah, but it would not be my first choice.
No, God, no.
I'd drink either the other two first before I drink a pint of this
Oh,
one.
God, yeah. Yeah, that's very good. Do you like it, Ron?
Well, I think I've expressed my feelings about it.
And he has nothing else to say.
The initial way it hit me was not polite.
You're going to have to finish what you have there in front of you, too. You know, that's the rules. One must finish what one is given.
What's that over there?
Yeah. Sploosh. Hey, did you know that's not a real palm tree?
You stood on
Is that why there's a puddle on the floor?
Yeah, there's a puddle on the floor.
You stood on that biker behind you.
Was that sea bass that he?
Yes. Old buddy sea bass.
Well, Ron, do you want to
Finish it
start out with the score, or
I'll give it a 1.8.
okay?
It was a rude beer
All right.
to me anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it a 1.5. I don't know. I just had nothing I would have wanted to drink it for. I could have gone lower, but I'm just being polite.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, it's just kind of, it's a little rough. Yeah, I'm going to go with Ron on like a 1.8. Compared to those other two, it really was kind of harsh to drink.
It was
To me, the finish was bad.
There's no reason to drink it.
No. So, like I said, I think of the three, that was my lowest. Well,
Exactly.
all of our lowest one.
Right.
You know, the other two, I think they were good. You can drink them. You can drink them.
Right.
But this one, I think it was just, I don't know, that, like I said, that bitterness to it was really
Ron, you still have a little bit left to drink there, Ron. You have to get back on that horse.
Well, if we set it on the sun, it probably will evaporate.
All right.
Or it might mold.
I doubt that.
Well, we're going to finish these up, and then we will be right back with another IPA and a toasted amber.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'll be
Parched
fun.
pig. So we will be right back. All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and we picked up two more of the Parched Pig brews on the Carnival Magic. We did ask the bartender, and the IPA we found out was the Parched Pig West Coast IPA. So that's apparently Parched Pig is another brand, so to speak, that Carnival brews, and it's out of Lakeland, Florida, is what it said on the can. So we have two more here that we're going to try in the Red Frog Pub. The first one we have is their Toasted Amber. It is 5% ABV, and again, we have it in a pint can. And let's see what it has. It does have a little write-up on the can. It says balanced and smooth, rich and toasty malt character with biscuit and caramel notes.
Ooh.
So, all right, well, we're going to crack this bad boy open.
Well, after that IPA, we have nowhere to go but up.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was bad IPA.
Looks like we have a squall building up outside.
Yeah, it's kind of like the clouds are coming in. What's going on?
Drink quick.
We're inside, though. Of course, our wives may have questions. All right. So a toasted amber.
Quite ahead, I'd say.
Yeah.
Looks good. Looks like an amber.
Smells. The aroma is definitely kind of an amber. Amber really doesn't have a whole lot of aroma.
But it's toasted amber. It's a little toasty.
Definitely tastes the malty character in that.
Yeah.
That is definitely maltier than the other ones that we had.
Yeah, quite a bit. 5% alcohol.
5%, yeah.
Parched pig. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Real malty.
It's kind of like your prototypical amber, I think.
Yeah.
I'm just looking out the window. I believe it is raining.
Oh, great. How'd that happen?
Yeah. All right. So Ron got us in trouble. So I mean, I got you guys in trouble. So he's just like, all right.
What do you think, Ron?
What are you thinking on the toasted amber?
I think it's a smooth beer. It has just a very slight little, not sure exactly what to call it.
Because it said it should have like a biscuit and caramel notes. I definitely kind of get that bready kind of a taste. I don't know about caramel. I guess there is a little bit of sweetness, but not
much. No.
A little bit of a twang on the initial trip over the tongue.
Yeah.
But smooth beer. Looks good.
Yeah, it looks really good. I always like it.
It's definitely the darkest one we've had so far.
Right.
Right.
On here, so.
No, it's a very drinkable beer.
Yeah, I think it's fine. You can tell it's a little toasted. I guess the malty toast flavor, and but it's not overpowering. It's just pretty mild. It's a good drinkable beer.
Yeah, I agree with it. It's definitely, it has a little bit more flavor than your normal ambers. Yeah. And that's probably, like you said, the toasted part of it. But because a lot of ambers don't have a whole lot of flavor, this does have a little bit of a taste. Like I said, I get kind of a bready taste to it. So it's not bad.
No.
I mean, I don't mind it. I'd drink it again.
Far better than that IPA that they made. Yeah. How did they make such a crummy IPA? I don't know.
Yeah, that was kind of bad. So what would you give it for a score?
Oh, I don't know. I suppose I'll give it a 3. I'll be kind of generous, but it's so much better than the last beer. I'll give it a 3.
This one benefited from the beer
That's
that was
right.
before it. Yeah. Ron, what do you think?
I was thinking a 3.
Okay. I was thinking like a 2.9, which is right in the same ballpark. I mean, it's for an amber, it's not bad.
No.
It's okay.
Yeah, and it's one of those that, maybe if they had a little, some of the ambers that we've had that have, like some of them have added like hazelnut or something like that to give it a little more, another flavor to it.
Right.
Seem to, they seem to take it really well. So that might be something that they could look at some point. But yeah, as a kind of a plain Jane amber, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's okay. Oh, there's security.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they kept going. We're okay.
We're good.
The beer cops.
You say beer cops?
Yeah, we don't make eye contact. All right. Well, we've got one more beer here in the Red Frog Rum Bar. This is the Parched limited edition.
Ooh,
Limited.
the special, Rod.
A pumpkin ale. This one is 6.2%.
Oh, well, that's
So they
got something going
bumped up
for it.
the ABV a little bit. And it says on their description, full-bodied, bold, and spicy with cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, caramel, and brown sugar notes.
Holy cow.
So this,
Quite a bit to live up to.
so this is going to probably be, it could either be really good pumpkin pie in a can, or it could be, wow, there's a lot of sugar in that.
And this is February, so this is left over from last fall.
It could be.
It's fully Croissant.
By now it is. Hey, let's see. Well, it looks okay.
Looks like pumpkin.
Yeah.
Boy, the aroma is
It's got
hot.
a little bit of a sweet smell to it.
A lot of those pumpkin spice beers we've had have a lot stronger aroma.
Yeah.
This one is pretty mellow.
Like the nutmeg kind of takes over or something.
Well, you really notice that on the
On the
first
taste,
little
you
swallow.
sure do. You can taste the cinnamon and nutmeg for
Yeah.
sure.
Very, very strong.
The clove, yeah. On the, kind of when you sit there, the aftertaste, you get a clove.
Yeah, I got the clove now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we don't have to ask Bob his thoughts.
Not a big fan of pumpkin
You don't
ales.
like drinking pumpkin pie or what?
No. I mean, if you like clove and nutmeg and whatever, I guess it's all right. But I don't want that in my beer in particular. What do you think, Ron?
I think the bouquet of flavors
That's what it is,
is
too.
impressive, but a little overpowering.
There's a lot of it.
There's a lot of it, and I think they could back that off a little bit, and I'd like it more because it's kind of hits you over the head.
The thing that surprises me is because there is a lot of flavor, but there's not a lot of aroma, really.
No.
I mean, it's really kind of muted.
It's got a sweet aroma.
Yeah, but it's we've had other pumpkin pie ones where it smells like pumpkin pie, and this one the aroma is just really mellow. I was kind of shocked by that.
Yeah, but compared to the flavor, it's
Compared to the flavor, it's got a big flavor and kind of not a big aroma.
right.
Well, I guess for me, I do like pumpkin spice beers. This one's a little confusing, like I said, because of the lack of aroma, but there's a lot of flavor. but I'm going to go like a 3.0. I just think that it's missing a little bit on the aroma side, and I don't know. I don't taste like a brown sugar flavor or anything like that they were talking about. But overall, I think it's decent. Now, like you said, it could be if it's from Halloween or,
Well, yeah.
you know, if it's that old, it could be, you know, turning into something else in the can, I guess.
True.
But it's all right. I don't mind it. I've definitely had better ones. I've had worse ones. I think it's a good representation of a pumpkin ale.
What do you think, Ron?
I give it a 2.7. I think the flavors are a little overpowering. If they would have backed off on the flavor level, I might have liked it better. But it is what it is, and just a little too much up front for me.
Okay. Bob, what did you think of it?
Well, like I said, I'm not a big fan of pumpkin ales, but I think this probably is what a lot of people want a pumpkin ale to taste like. I mean, it has the cinnamon and the nutmeg and the real strong flavors. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I'll give it a 2.5. I mean, I wouldn't want to drink one, but I think if people like pumpkin ales, they might like it. You know, it is what it is.
Yep.
It's a pumpkin ale.
You know, and it is kind of funny because when you drink these, it's like you have that first one, you're like, okay, that's all right. You want another one? Nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
you know,
right,
really, it's kind of a one and done. You know, and it's always funny because you hear people talk and they're like, they either love pumpkin beers or they hate pumpkin beers. So like in the fall, because that's, you know, normally when they come out, it's like Jim and I are like, all right, you know, pumpkin beers are coming out, and then we do a podcast and you're like, okay, we're done with pumpkin beers now. You know,
for the season.
They're good for the season, yeah. And then they last for the next year, you know. But yeah, it's like I said, I don't mind it. It's a good representation of a pumpkin ale and such. So yeah, all right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, hey. We're going to sneak out of here, and at some point we will reconvene on the cruise here, and we'll track down some other craft beers that they have, and we'll give you our thoughts on those. So we do have a list that we've found that it looks like they still have a number of them that we're gonna track down the bars that they're at.
Right.
So we will do that, and we will come back. And then, like I said, we do have some ports that we're going to here the next 3 days.
Yes, 3 in a row.
3 in a row. So hopefully, maybe one of those we can sneak off and visit a brewery on one of the islands, because I think that'd be kind of a neat thing to see. Susie and I did that when the last cruise we were on. We stopped at Pirate Republic, and which island was that on? That was in the French.
Alcatraz.
That's how you get to Alcatraz is by being a pirate. But it was really cool, you know, just to taste the beers and kind of how they look at these styles.
Right.
Is the one thing I've noticed. I'm sure you guys have too. A lot of the islands, when you go there, like their local beers are all like your Caribe, Presidente.
Right.
They're like a Corona style. You know, they taste very similar to that. So it's kind of neat that you do have some craft breweries now popping up on these islands to kind of get more flavor. Knock on wood.
Right.
You know, so we'll see how it goes. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back shortly, and we'll continue this trip around the Carnival Magic. Hey, here's a special supplement to our on the Carnival Magic craft beer review. We are actually on the island of Saint Maarten. Or Maarten.
Saint Maarten.
Saint Maarten. And we just tried a beer that was brewed on the island, and it is called SXM, and it is a lager. And the bottle is green, and the label was pretty cool. It had like kind of a island sunset looking thing, but there's a plane flying in, because that's, you know, of course they're known for Maho Beach, where the planes fly in. That was actually a really good beer, I thought.
It was very good.
Yeah.
Very good beer.
So yeah, Ron and I tried it. We actually, when we first got off, we did a triple stout. It was
good
Mackeson triple stout, and that one definitely it was a stronger beer. Had a stronger flavor. You definitely got kind of a like a caramel flavor at the end of it, but it was very good.
Very good.
Smaller
very good
bottle,
beer.
but it was really good. And then when we started walking through the port area, we came across another bar, and they had this SXM, which is brewed on St. Maarten, and it was really good. I mean, honestly, for a lot of the Caribbean beers, you get like Caribe and you get that kind of soul, that kind of stuff. It's very similar typically to like a Corona. It's kind of the flavor I think it reminds me of. But the SXM, I thought that was good. It was a lager, so it's a different style, but I thought it was really good.
I like it better than the Caribe.
Yeah. It had more flavor, more of a smooth kind of thing.
Yeah, it was very smooth.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, Ron, what would you give that one for a score? I thought that was really good.
Well, I would give it probably 3.9.
Yeah. Yep.
You
I was
know,
gonna say. I was
pushing a
thinking.
4.
I was thinking like a solid 3.5, 3.6 for sure. Because I mean, on an island beer, it was probably one of the best island beers
Yes.
I've had. So I was
very
impressed.
good, very smooth, very drinkable, cold, be very, very refreshing. You know, ice cold.
Yep. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
If you're ever down in St. Maarten, make sure to check out the SXM beer.
And I've never seen it anywhere else.
No, I have not either. It's the first time we had it. We were walking by, saw the sign. It's like, okay, we've never had that. We got to try it. So there you go, folks. That is just a quick little update from St. Maarten. And if we find some more, we will be back.
Aloha.
There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and we just found, Ron went up to the bar and found another beer, and this is by Pelican, Pelikaan Brewery. And this is a craft brewery in St. Maarten. And this is their IRMA Pale Ale IPA beer. It is 6% ABV, best before, doesn't say, so it should be good all the time.
Well, yeah, it never goes bad.
Never goes bad on the island.
Not on the island.
Yeah. And it says, keep cold for brewery freshness. It's in a 16-ounce can, and it's a pretty cool can. It's definitely
Very cool. I give
kind
the can a 10.
a 10.
Yeah.
It's definitely got, I'll take a picture of it, but it's definitely got kind of an island vibe to it. Now, for an IPA, this is kind of a darker color on it.
I like the color, and I like the sniff.
I see the aroma. It smells like an IPA.
The aroma smells really good, and it looks really good.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to have a little taste.
Wow, that's a little different flavor.
It's
a little bit of a.
It's got a little upfront bite.
And it's like almost like a little bit of a dark, like.
The turtles.
Sorry, folks. I got
Interrupted
disrupted
by a vendor on the beach.
Yeah, a vendor. No, it's almost got like a little bit of a darker flavor than like most of your American IPAs.
Yeah, it's
You know
different.
what I mean? Yeah, it's different. It's really good.
I wonder if they grow their own hops on the island.
That is a good question. I don't know.
Do you think that'd be a
inter-
possibility if they had?
Oh,
hops
I'll
somewhere-
guarantee. I'll
somewhere down
guarantee
here?
that they would. I'll bet you anything they could grow them here because it's way better climate than what back home. But
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not a big
boy, it's-
hops.
it definitely
aficionado.
it has a hop flavor.
Oh yeah.
You get that hop bite, but it's definitely like I said, I don't know how else to describe it. It's a darker flavor to it, and it's honestly it's not bad. It's a nice change of pace, I guess.
It's different.
Yeah,
So I'll give it that much.
for sure.
But yeah, it is good though too. I mean,
I'm just looking on the can here to see if it says anything else. Irma Pale Ale style IPA beer. Yeah, it doesn't really go into any other details. Oh, it does give. This is kind of interesting. It has St. Maarten wall mural artist, and it gives the guy's name. So the guy that has the art on the can is Zillah Duzan. Zillah and then Duzan. So apparently he did this on a mural on a wall, and they put it on the can.
very cool.
So that's kind of cool.
Very cool.
And you'll see it, ladies and gentlemen, on the. I'll take a picture of the can, but their logo is a hop with a pelican head coming out of the top. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that's really a neat play on it. So,
No.
and this was definitely it's a pint can,
Yep.
and yeah, that's not bad.
I wonder if this has somewhat of a what is Saint Martin? Is that a British?
One side is Dutch and one side
Netherlands?
is French. So there's
Okay.
two sides to the island.
I'm just wondering. So what side are we on?
We are on the Dutch side right now.
Well, I'm just wondering if this has Sint, S-I-N-T. I'm wondering if this has somewhat of a Dutch influence.
Like a spin to it or something?
Yeah,
It could.
yeah, that's what
It
I'm
could.
wondering because it's a different flavor, you know.
Definitely. Like I said, this doesn't taste like any other IPAs we've had. You know, it has that darker flavor to it, and it's really good. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, the more you drink, the
Yeah.
better it is. So this is our 22nd glass, isn't it?
Not of this. It's our first glass of this. So, Ron, What'd you give it for a score out of 5?
I'll get him a 3.8.
3.8. Wow. And I like IPAs. I'm going to be a little bit below that, but I think it's like a 3.5. I do
It's
like
different.
it. It's different. It's a darker, like I said, a kind of a little bit of a heavier flavor. But I think it's pretty good.
It's definitely heavily hopped.
Yes. I kind of wish that they gave us a little more detail on the can, as far as what was in it or what we should be looking for. But it was good.
Yeah, it's definitely different.
Yep. All right. Well, again, like we said, once we find something else, we will be back. Thank you for listening to the Northwoods Beer Guy podcast. If you have a question, a comment, or a beer you'd like us to review, please feel free to send us a message at northwoodsbeerguy@gmail.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you're on Untapped, look up Northwoods Beer Guy and send a friend request. Until next week, I hope all your campfires are warm and all your beer is cold.